Heyo there guys, Young Rants here, and this is our first video, and if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't read our about section, which you probably didn't, because come on, no one reads those things. I'm Kalo, and this is Dolph.
I'm Dolph.
He is Dolph. Okay, now, we make rants, and yeah, so our first video is gonna be about, well, Dolph, explain the situation that goes on at our middle school with girls.
So, at our middle school, there are teen girls, not even teens, some of them, that cut themselves for absolutely no reason, and most of them have a way better life than we do.
Now, we're not saying that we have, like, horrible lives. Honestly, we have good lives. But we're saying they have equivalent lives to us. And we're not being sexist or anything, but I'm just going to make the thing right now. That way we just get it out of the thing, get it out of the barrel and stuff. I know a couple guys that do it, but majority don't. And the guys that do it said that they did it, which probably isn't even true. Said that they did it because it was a fad. Like, they were just trying to go with the fad. But why would that be a reason?
Anyway.
So yeah. They are cutting themselves. Girls are cutting their wrists. They're also cutting their upper thighs for some reason. Now, actually, just the power of a rumor, in a middle school is very strong. Yesterday, a rumor started. Now, like, it was yesterday to us, probably a few days ago to you guys. A rumor started that the school was checking every girl and boy for cuts, and the way this started was a group of girls that are in 7th grade, same grade as us. Yes, we're in 7th grade, but trust us, we have our knowledge to do these rants. Yeah, they stupidly enough posted their cuts online on social media. We don't know exactly what social media they posted it on, but apparently they probably posted on Instagram, maybe Facebook, and everyone knows Facebook. Everyone follows on Facebook, and everyone, follows on Instagram. So, I mean, yeah. Dolph, what is your feelings on this as you were talking?
That's when it's not even like, you can't even use the excuse that it's for your depression. Now it's obviously just for attention. That's the absolutely only reason that you'd be doing that.
Yeah, we're not saying that they didn't have a problem at the beginning, but, I mean, when you start talking about how depressed you are, and you're not talking in private messaging, you're, like, talking on posts that everyone can see, and you're posting pictures of you self-inflicting harm on yourself.
Oh, and what really makes me mad is when you ask them what's wrong, and they just don't say anything to you.
Like, they say, oh, it's none of your business. But yeah, back to what I was saying, by posting that, it means you want everyone to know, and by wanting everyone to know about something that you shouldn't even be doing, so you shouldn't want anyone to know about it, that means you're just doing it for the sake of people feeling bad for you, which means the sake of having attention. And, yeah, really. And then they say that it's none of our business, but if you post something publicly where everyone can see it, that makes it everyone who sees that post's business.
Yeah, you can't just say, no, it's not your business, you don't need to know about it. You just fucking posted it,
Yeah, so it's kind of stupid. We are in 7th grade. I understand there are so many 7th grades, like middle school girls who have legitimate problems, and like those girls, I'm not saying cutting is good at all. I hate that girls cut. I mean, a lot of girls have told me that they cut, and then I try to help them as far as I could. But Irene, once they start, it's like they can't stop. And I mean, girls were cutting last year, but I feel like this year majorly, at least in our school where we're coming from, it's like major, like it's a fad.
Yeah.
Last year it was like sexuality. Like there was a type of sexuality that was a fad. Like I don't know what's up with our town and fads being really messed up, but yeah,
It's not like oh, you're not wearing a leather jacket or some crap. It's
it is
it's
like, oh,
really
you don't have a cut on your wrist.
yeah.
You know, so I mean, the point is why such young people cut self-inflict harm. Why would you want it? Why would anyone go somewhere, buy a blade? Who would let someone buy a blade? Like, I frankly think they should have some type of rule where, like, girls under the age of, like, 17, I know this is, like, losing your freedom, but come on, like, girls under the age of 17 buying a blade alone without any adults buying it.
I think that's already law. I think that
No,
any
no, bro. Like, trust me, it's not a law, or else all these girls wouldn't have their own blades that they're buying. Because these girls that tell me that they buy these blades. Like, when I ask them, where do you get these blades? And they're like, well, I need it. If they say, oh, I need a new blade, I'm like, well, don't you have to wait till your parents? And they're like, no, like, I just don't have the money on me. So that means they are buying their own blades.
yeah.
So that
Yeah.
I just feel like they should have some type of rule where, you know, if someone under the age of 17, if a girl under the age of 17 is buying a blade, especially a stainless blade, like some type of sharp, any sharp thing, they probably shouldn't be allowed to buy it without adult supervision.
I mean, it sounds kind of sexist, but I mean, if a boy is buying one, it's probably not for that. Like
Well,
he'll
I
probably
mean,
be buying one to cut somebody else up or something, you know?
well, people are people are gonna take that as sexism, and I'm betting that. But yeah, girls, if there are any girls watching this, with guarantee there's gonna be a few, or at least one. You know, we're not being sexist or anything, but we're just telling the frank truth here. Like, that's just how we see it, and I'm sorry for the mouse. That's just how we are seeing this. They are cutting for the sake of attention, and girls who aren't posting it everywhere, like, everyone still knows about it. Like, everyone can tell about that. If you're wearing long sleeves that go up to your, like, thumbs every day, chances are you cut.
You know, especially when it's not even winter or anything.
Yeah, where it's warm. So, I mean, it's very odd that, you know, all of a sudden all these girls are cutting. I'm sure, like, people back, like, when our parents, the previous generations, like, they've probably had a few cutters, but I mean, I just feel like this generation is just a bunch of drama queens.
Yeah, it's just a large amount of them that are just a bunch of fucking pussies and shit.
Hayden, one of our friends, now, you know, one of our friends actually told me that, you don't know him, I'm not going to mention his name, but he told me that his girlfriend, I'll give you, Hayden, I'll tell you later who he is, but, you know, for them, they don't know, they don't really care, but,
Yeah.
so, yeah, the girl broke up with him, tried to get back with him. Now this is one of the reasons they're cutting, and they got back together for like 5 minutes, and he broke up with her like 5 minutes later, because she said she's depressed and she's gonna cut. So she's gonna go cut. So I mean, blah blah blah. If you tell that to someone and you say it in that direct manner, like, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm gonna go cut. Attention.
Attention hug right there. You know, I just don't even. And most guys do not. They are not attracted to a low self-esteem. So if you're depressed about nobody liking you, well, that's because you
have low self-esteem. Guys hate girls who don't have confidence.
And only weirdos like
You.
like that. So if you're attracted to a weirdo or something, then I guess keep on doing what you're doing. But
yeah, I mean, but But girls, it's like with girls. If a guy doesn't have confidence in himself, girls don't go after it. It's the same with guys. Girls don't say, if a girl says, "Oh, they're ugly," and then how depressed they are, we don't want that, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I understand we're young, but our point of view is basically the same. Like, we only,
Yeah.
basically, we have the same views as adults, so. So, yeah, this has been our rant on that. So, if you enjoyed, please subscribe and, like the video. So, yeah, thank you
And
for watching our very first video, and see you later. I don't know what our thing's gonna be, but see you later, guys, and see ya. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
say bye, Dolph.
Just said bye.
Okay, well.